Explosions. Airbags not deploying. Blade batteries catching fire. Driving assists failing. Bad construction. What do these all have in common? Well, they're all happening in 2023, this year, and they're all China's EV flagship automotive darling, BYD. If you're interested in EVs, you know about BYD.
BYD. BYD.
So I have a question for you. Prior to my previous video, have you ever seen a BYD on fire? Or heard of BYDs catching fire? This is a legitimate question. Did you know that BYD's flagship cars, especially the ones equipped with BYD's new high-tech and safe Blade Battery, were spontaneously combusting and their most basic safety features failing? I'm not joking or trying to be facetious here. The BYD HAN.
This is a new BYD HAN. BYD HAN
is BYD's top-of-the-line flagship model, and it only comes equipped with the new Blade Battery, according to BYD's official website. So why is it that I have so many videos of their cutting-edge car either catching on fire or failing terribly? Here's some BYD HANs catching fire. Here's another catching fire whilst charging. Here's one that was in an accident and the airbags didn't deploy. No, seriously, take a look. Both the rear and the front were badly damaged, the core supports bent and damaged severely, and yet none of the airbags deployed. This is the BYD HAN.
BYD HAN.
Here's another that burst into flames after rear-ending someone, and not even that badly. I can tell you that these are certainly not quirks and features that I'm interested in. Now, before we get into some serious footage of burning BYDs, my wife's going to come in with a quick word from today's sponsor. Spring is in the air. There are a few things in life that stick with you no matter where you go. Something that becomes an inseparable part of your everyday life and who you are. It could be a piece of jewelry, a style of jeans you wear, the way you cut your hair. Maybe it's that Swiss Army knife you've been carrying around since you were a kid. Well, I can tell you that my extra wallet has become one of those things. I've been carrying it for years now, and I cannot imagine not having it be a part of my everyday life. It's tough, reliable, stylish, and high-tech. It's the only wallet I'll ever need. Get yours and have a companion for life. Right now, Exeter are having a spring sale. Get up to 30% off by going to shop.exeter.com/SerpentZA and use the code SerpentZA when checking out. You won't regret it. These wallets are absolutely fantastic. Made out of the best materials. The way the cards fan out when you need them feel perfect. It suits any style, whether you're sophisticated, rugged, or anywhere in between. Go to shop.exeter.com/SerpentZA. Take advantage of the spring sale. Use the code SerpentZA. And now, back to the show. So I asked you the question about ever seeing or hearing about burning BYDs. Well, here's a second question for you. Have you ever seen a Tesla on fire or heard about Teslas catching on fire? I bet you have.
A Tesla Model S Plaid burst into flames earlier this week while the owner was driving it.
A Tesla in Scottsdale catches on fire not once, but twice.
It took over 6,000 gallons of water to extinguish the flames emitted from this Tesla Model S.
This in itself demonstrates to you that whilst companies like Tesla are held to proper international scrutiny and their failures properly reported on and publicly discussed.
Now bad news for Tesla Motors. It's now the target of a federal investigation because the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration said today it's launching an investigation into why 2 of the company's Model S vehicles have caught fire this year.
Chinese state-controlled companies like BYD will always be hidden behind lies and fake numbers. This is what the Chinese Communist Party does. They even admit to lying about GDP numbers. China didn't ever report COVID fatalities accurately, or at all. Anyone who believed those numbers coming out of China was simply gullible or naive. Well, other than impossibly inaccurate statistics surrounding the amounts of fires and incidents involving BYD EVs, sales numbers are also bullshit. Here, let me clue you in. You'll hear a lot about how BYD is outselling Tesla and selling massive amounts of BYD EVs in China, surpassing all other brands. I mean, there's a lot of hype surrounding this. And of course, this is driving interest in other markets and pushing international markets to take BYD seriously. But what isn't being said is that these sales numbers are dishonest. You see, the sales numbers are actually numbers sold to dealers and not to consumers. But this is China. This Chinese second-hand car dealer shows you how they fake the numbers, at least one of the ways. He's getting these brand new cars that have less than 40 kilometers on them. In other words, it's less than 20 miles on the odometer. And they're being sold as second-hand because BYD has already registered and insured them. So the insurance numbers and the registration numbers look like legitimate sales to consumers. But he gets them brand new to sell as second-hand cars for a slightly reduced price. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that the numbers are incredibly suspect, and until independent verification can take place, which in China is an impossibility, we will never know. Now, let's look at some BYDs burning. I can read and speak Chinese, so I'll break these down for you. On the 20th of April 2023 in Shanxi, Xi'an, this BYD Tang spontaneously caught fire and burned into the night. On March 4th, 2023, in Yiwu, Zhejiang, this BYD Leopard caught fire in a parking lot. On the 16th of April in Henan, this BYD caught fire. On the 25th of February in 2023, in Quanzhou, Fujian, this BYD violently caught fire. On the 12th of March 2023, in Jiangsu, this BYD Song decided to leave this world. On the 27th of February 2023, in Huanggang, Hebei, this BYD Song Plus burst into flames in a residential parking lot. The original video poster said the rims were a BYD, but the model is unclear. The man posting this video explains that this parking lot does not allow large trucks or specifically BYD EVs as it goes against their no flammable materials rule. On the 17th of February in 2023, in Tianjin City, a BYD Didi catches fire on the road. On the 28th of March 2023, in Puyang, Henan, this BYD van self-immolated. On the 15th of March 2023, in Haikou, Hainan, this BYD Tang caught fire. Handan, Hebei, on the 16th of February, this brand new BYD burst into flames. This
BYD Han,
well, its interior caught fire near the seatbelt clip on the 15th of April 2023 in Guangdong. There are many more, but I'll spare you. To conclude here, these clips are from Chinese people in China, and they are furious that their brand new BYD cars are going up in flames. They're complaining and upset and are not being taken seriously. They are being let down by their domestic brands and silenced or downplayed when they protest or post about these videos online. How do you think it feels when you post a video of your brand new BYD that cost you everything you own burning to the ground, and some foreign fanboy dismisses your video with a, "Well, what about Tesla's burning? Only anti-China people show BYD cars failing because they're biased." This is nonsense. I'm helping the people of China spread their far too often censored and suppressed message. I'm sharing these videos so that you can be educated and not fall for the glossy facade that Chinese state-backed companies like BYD enjoy, because a controlling and censor-heavy authoritarian government has their back. I'm actually not against EVs. I'm a massive fan of technology, and although I think hybrids are far better for the environment than EVs, I'm not trying to scare anyone away. You see, knowledge is power. And knowing that these EVs coming out of China are facing huge quality control issues, and BYD, just like Huawei, is tied to and protected by the Chinese Communist Party, I hope that I can help you see past the lies and make informed decisions. Until next time, unlike these BYDs that spontaneously go into thermal runaway, stay awesome. So guys, as we look at a couple more of these BYDs burning here, I'd like to remind you that I actually have a show every Friday that I would love you to come and join. It's called The China Show, where me and my friend C-Milk talk about China, all the latest news. You get up-to-date coverage of what's happening in China, the soft power hour, and everything in between. It's a lot of fun. Please join us. Links are in the description. And don't forget that Monday, I also have a secret show, which you can find over at patreon.com/ADVpodcasts. Anyway, see you next time.
展车，就你们觉得这样卡吗？我觉得够用就行了，兄弟们。不跟手，除了不跟手，除了卡一点，其他的还是没有问题的。够用啊，车就要什么够用就行。
准备出发，请行驶到八卦2路，途经武山高速、大广高速及广高速。